Good evening to you all, and I have to say first that I'm extremely sorry that I'm not there in person, but I assure you it took an extremely important family occasion to take precedence over Blue Skies Media. I'd just like to talk for a couple of minutes about privilege. Now, many people say that I had a privileged education. It was at an English private school, all high turrets, long corridors and endless bells ringing. But I think the people there were suffered under the misapprehension that they were turning out people who were well prepared for the world. But since leaving, I've got to tell you, I haven't spoken a word of ancient Greek to anybody. I haven't parsed any Latin verse. And to this day, I honestly don't know a logarithm from a logjam. So from that perspective, from an education perspective, my whole school time was very unprivileged, I'd suggest. There was no art whatsoever. There was very little music. And for a school that can count Sir Arthur Conan Doyle amongst his ex-pupils, and where we were actually taught by J.R.R. Tolkien's son, there was absolutely no creative writing whatsoever. Heavens knows what I'm lucky enough to have ended up doing what I do. I remember on one occasion we were all given careers guidance. Now the smart mathematicians were told to become engineers, the clever scholars were told to become lawyers. And then there were the rest of us that they couldn't categorise, and we were told to become policemen. And so it was for many people. But look at what we're celebrating here today. Many of the young people who are to experience Blue Skies Media may well be considered unprivileged. But in my book, they are privileged, supremely privileged. They found a talent and a drive within themselves to follow a creative path, a creative course in life. And they're lucky enough to have found Blue Skies Media, or Blue Skies Media has found them, which is an enterprise that recognises the value of their drive, that will nurture it, will educate it, and help them to pursue their dreams. Now, I think that's a real privilege and something for which Blue Skies Media is to be highly commended. And it's why I'm more than happy to have got involved with it. One of the most inspiring people I've come across in recent times is a guy called Ken Robinson, that you may have seen if you looked at the TED website. He's an educationalist who's an ardent advocate of the importance of creativity and how it's been undervalued within the education systems of the world. He defines creativity as the process of having ideas that have value. And he also, on the TED website, he actually says that creativity now is as important in education as literacy, and we should treat it with the same status. Now, Blue Skies Media, as far as I can see, is doing just that, and thank heavens for them for doing so. The young people that it's going to help are indeed privileged. They're incredibly lucky to be able to be nurtured by Blue Skies Media and to be able to pursue their chosen creative paths. And for my part, I'm delighted to be involved. I'm delighted to be able to spread the word and just maybe do something to perhaps to turn their ambition into employment. Thank you very much.